Yes, sir. I have attended all the classes, sir.
All right.
Sir, I was not present in last class, but before that I was there in all the classes.
Okay, very good, very good. Okay, so in the last three classes, what we have covered is we have in the first class we had done a course overview. Then in the second class we did matching training methods and outcome, and also we discussed lecture method. And in the last class, which was on 21st of November, we did demonstration method and electronic training. So today what we'll do is we'll do business games. We'll actually play a business game. Let me try it out, right? And let's see how it goes. And we will do programmed instruction, and we'll also talk about interactive media, multimedia. So in fact, we will start with interactive multimedia, where you will actually be using it, your mobile phones for this next few minutes. All right. Okay. Before that, those who were there in the last class, um, let's hear from you. What has been your learning in the last class? Anybody can go. In fact, this is a very, very important part of any training program, to basically summarize what has been taught in the last class, so that you can jog your memory and it sticks to your memory, whosoever wants to speak. All right, go ahead.
Actually, sir, in last class, we discussed about the advantage and disadvantage of the demonstration method, and when this method is useful.
Yeah.
In laboratory setting, basically this technique is very useful,
Mm-hmm.
and is basically help for the observation, and demonstration is work after the theoretical classes or lecture. If you do lecture,
Yeah.
then demonstration is there, is more effective. Even
Yeah.
sir, we in short we discussed about the demonstration and that in modeling.
Yeah.
For those things we also discussed about last class.
Yeah. We discussed about the difference between modeling and
Yes, sir.
demonstration, right? Yeah.
Demonstration, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sir Bhumi,
Come in.
apart from this, we also discussed about electronic training.
Yeah.
Yes, we also went in detail about it, like the kinds of, kinds of electronic training, its advantages, disadvantages, and all those things.
Sure. Sure.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, okay. What we would do is for the next 5 minutes, let's do
But
a very short quiz, right?
sir, I think a little
So,
bit,
I'm
I am
sorry.
not very sure. I'm so sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
Uh,
Go ahead.
Yes, I mean, I'm not very sure whether we discussed the advantages, disadvantages also, because I have been attending 3 or 4 different lectures on this training, cognitive and training
Okay.
method. But as far as I remember, we started with electronic training. I don't remember whether we completed it or not.
Okay. 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 We'll do a recap. No, no worries. We'll do a recap again today.
All
All
right.
right. So what I want you to do is take out your mobile phones and type in paulev.com/ajaysaho553 on your mobile phone and answer this, the first item. Which
So can you
training?
put it in the chat box, please? What we need
No,
to
no,
type?
you can't. Okay, okay. In the chat box, you want me to?
Yeah.
Okay. You can't see it on the screen, Hannah.
Right, right. I can see.
You can see.
Right.
paulev.com/ajaysaho553 is there right on top. POLL, capital EV. All right, good. Go ahead, guys. Try it out. It's fun. Which training method can effectively be used to measure attitudes? All right, are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's see what's the correct answer. Correct answer is D, both A and B. All right, cognitive as well as behavioral. All right, okay. Okay, compared to lecturate discussion. Let me activate it. Okay. All right. Compared to the lecture, a lecture slash discussion does what? Okay, somebody says all the above. Okay, and no problem for me, no problem.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. This is basically a fun way of learning.
Yes, sir, but I mean, I am trying my level best, but it is
No,
not.
no, no, it's okay, no problems at all. Okay, all right. So the correct answer is D, which is A and B. Compared to a lecture discussion, it allows trainees to interact with the lecture. So the lecturer actually takes questions from the students and also tries to clarify their queries, just like we are doing right now. Okay. And second is also able to achieve more complex learning objectives, right? So like it's a lecture is basically a one-way street kind of thing. So but a lecture discussion would be much more interactive, and the students are also allowed to share. Lecture, the
Sorry to
power, the
interrupt.
control.
Sorry to interrupt you, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Somendriya.
Yes,
Here you
Somen.
mean here you mean lecture plus discussion both altogether or just lecture? Okay.
Both. So compared to lecture, a lecture and discussion slash discussion, both.
Okay. So
Right?
both altogether. Okay.
Yeah, both together, it can achieve much more
Yeah, yeah.
complex learning objectives, right?
Because when you are
Because
giving slides, it means either lecture or discussion. That's why I confused.
okay, all right, okay, good, no worries, all right. Okay, let's go to the third one. The main advantage of a lecture has over printed text and video is. Yeah. Sorry, those who have joined this session on their mobile, it will be difficult. Uh, yeah. Okay. Okay, right. Rupesh, no problems. So Manisha, Rupesh, Ranjita, Arun. No, Arun could do it. Okay. So these people could not send. Okay, no problems. All right. Okay, let's see what the answer is. Okay. A is correct. Is the credibility of the lecturer that can give the material. That's the main advantage of lecture. Why it's not cost or speed or ability to test learning? Why not cost? A lecturer would cost much less than a facilitator, right? Why not cost? Yes, guys, speak up.
Cost you cannot predict over here mostly, but even the costing of the printing material and video is also a cost. If you are going through a instructional designer, if an instructional designer is making the video and the printed material, then it may cost more than the lecture because it's a technical thing.
Yeah.
So that's a cost, I think.
No. It says the main advantage of a lecture over the printed material is and video is what?
First is
Sir,
the
What is the
credibility.
advantage of a lecture?
Credibility.
The credibility is fine.
Yeah.
Why not
Yeah.
the cost or why not speed?
Cost may not be the advantage because you don't know video and printed media
Exactly.
may be more costly.
Yeah.
And
You
it's
don't know who you are getting as a lecturer. Like if you get, say, Peter Drucker as lecturer, he would cost you a bomb, right?
yeah.
So it's not always that the lecturers they come cheap, right? And similarly, speed possibly there are other methods like for the lecture for the lecture to happen, you need to get people together on a platform and coordinating them and getting them together, even if it is online, then that takes a lot of time, right? So whereas suppose something like a programmed instruction, right? So where the material is available online 24/7, 365. So the in terms of speed, that will be speedier than a lecture. Ability to test learning. In fact, lecture does not test learning at all, right? So unless it is a lecture discussion and all that, or lecture demonstration, the lectures don't test learning. So yes, the credibility of the lecturer can give the material. That's the main advantage, right? You got it, guys?
Right, sir. Right.
Okay. All right. Let's look
ये
at the
काम करो यार.
fourth one. Okay. A visual display of how to do things, or how, hang on, you're not able to see, right? Hang on. Wait a minute. Okay, a visual display of how to do something or how something works. How to do something or how something works is called what?
Demonstration.
All right. Okay. So yeah, you have to wait for.
Not coming on, sir. It's not
It's
coming.
not coming.
Yeah.
It's not coming.
Now came.
Okay. All right. Yeah, because I have to first activate it. Then only you will be able to answer. Okay. All right.
Sir, just teach us how to do this.
I'll do
Answers
that.
anyway, we can find it out.
I'll do that. I'll do that.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. Developing a good demonstration requires what? Developing a good demonstration requires what? Okay. Breaking down the task into manageable parts or sequences. All right. Okay. Let's see what the answer is. Correct. Okay. C. Most of you have got it right. All right. So you want to know how it works, right? All right. So what you need to do is, yeah. So you are able to see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Okay. So you on your PPT, you have to go to insert, right? Okay. Then there is a right in the middle, there is something which is called get add-in or my add-ins. So get add-in, you get into go to get add-in. Just hold on a minute. Yeah. It's taking some time today. Okay. So there are several add-ins here, right? There are several add-ins here. So the one which I use is Paul everywhere. So this is the one which I use, right? Either you can add it from here, or you can download it into your My Add-in, right? So I use this one, and there's a similar Mentimeter is also similar. You can either use Mentimeter or you can use Paul everywhere. And I also use the timer which I use. That is break time. So those two you can uh, download. It gets linked to your PPT. So next time you don't have to download again. So once you are there, then either you go to get add-in, or you can go to my add-in if it has been downloaded. Like I use Paul everywhere and break time for the countdown timer. Like in the first slide, I put a countdown timer as to when the session is going to start. All right. So that also you can use. All right. You
So
got it,
there
guys?
is a query to this.
I'm sorry. Come again.
So there is a query. Does this poll everywhere shows you the name of people who are participating?
Yeah,
Does it
it
show
does. It does. It does.
as the participants are required to fetch insert their names?
Yes. Yeah. I can see the responses. No, 7 responses, 8 responses, 8 responses, 5 responses. When I click on this, it's not working right now. So when I click on this, I'll be able to see who all have responded and what.
Okay,
Right?
sir. Okay. Okay.
All right. So this is a fun way of learning. But I'm surprised that out of 34 participants, only 6 or 7 participated. So uh, unless you participate, you won't see. You guys are going to be trainers yourself, right? So unless you actually participate, unless you get your hand dirty, it's not going to happen, right? Whatever you want people to do, you must do it yourself, and you should be confident enough to use those tools, right? So next time we do it, I would strongly suggest that all of you participate. Just take out your mobile and do it. That's it. It just takes a few seconds, right? And so that you are familiar with the tools. Yeah, because going forward, this is going to be the future. Face-to-face trainings will be very few and far between, and at least for the next 3-4 years. So if you want to, and if you aspire to be trainers, then you must know what the online tools are, and try and use them. In fact, this is the first time I use this uh, just to understand how it works, right? So you need to try out different stuff. Okay. All right. Recap. So in the last class, what we did was, yeah, we did the demonstration method, and in the demonstration method, what's most important from the participants' point of view is observation and involvement. If you are cut off from what's happening, then you won't be able to learn, because here you are linking up what you have learned in the class to a real life situation. If you have learned about, say, the anatomy of a human body from the book or from the lecture, here actually you can see the inside of a human body once it is cut open. So that's what they are doing. So it's very important for everyone, the participants, to observe as well as to get involved and link up what they have learned to what's being demonstrated. Okay. So demonstration, as we had mentioned, it's a planned performance, right? The facilitator actually plans out, unlike a lecture, which is a one time done and dusted thing. But demonstration is it is in a sequence after it happens after a lecture or a lecturate. And also, there's a third phase where after the demonstration happened, there is a debriefing session. So everybody participates in what they have seen and how it links up to the lecture which was given previously. So it's a three-phase process. First is the lecture, then the demonstration, and again followed by a debriefing session, which can be a lecture discussion. All right. So, what are the steps of a demonstration method? Planning and preparation is very important, and then the second phase is introducing the lesson. This happens when prior to the demonstration. So it's basically a lecture discussion. Then the third phase is the presentation of the subject matter as to what exactly the demonstration is about and what they are going to see in the lab or wherever. Then the demonstration proper. If you require any teaching aids during the demonstration, like in a lab, you may require some tools and tackles, like test tubes or Bunsen burner, whatever. So the teaching aids also have to be prepared, and they have to be ordered for beforehand, not at the moment when you are doing the demonstration. And finally, the evaluation. Evaluation is what I was discussing about, is the debriefing part after a demonstration has happened. All right. So demonstration is most likely to be successful when do you not all subjects would lend themselves to successful demonstration. So the subjects for which you would successfully use demonstration are like those subjects where you require manipulative and operative skills, developing deeper understanding. Only lecture won't do. That has to be demonstrated. Say for example, maths class. Only a lecture will not work. One has to necessarily go up to the blackboard and use the chalk and solve a problem. So that develops the understanding, so that each of the steps in the solution of a math problem is explained by the lecturer. And sometimes what the lecturer does is he or she will ask the student to come up to the blackboard and solve another problem in front of the class. So that develops understanding. It shows how to carry out new practices. If there is if you are working in an organization and there is a new machine which has come, say Xerox machine, or there is a new, say, firefighting machine which has come, the fire extinguisher. How to, just to give you the user manual will not work. It has to be demonstrated. So somebody will actually come from the supplier side and demonstrate how to use the fire extinguisher, right? It's a new practice. It's a new thing which for people. So once you see how it's done and you go ahead and do it yourself, then you are much more confident, right? I would strongly suggest that those who are in training, or you want to get into training, try this out. The one which we use just now, Paul Everywhere, Paul Ev. Try it out and see how it works. Then try out the countdown timer also. That will give something to the people who join early to your online session. Those
Sir,
who have,
just sir, Somel, just one question, sir. How
Yeah.
to set the question and their answers? Once we go to polling, so then they will ask to give the answer. How, yeah, like
no.
Google Forms.
You have to. No. Go. You get into that, and I'll show you. Maybe if we have time, I'll show you how it's
Please,
done.
please, please,
Yeah.
sir.
On the top left corner, there is a button called New Activity. Click on that, and then you choose what kind of activity you want. You want a true/false answer. You want multiple choice answer. All those things are there. So you pick one, and you have to necessarily feed in the question as well as the choices, 4 choices or 5 choices, whatever you have. And
So
then save.
post selecting the poll-ins, then we have.
Okay, let me just demonstrate you how it's done. Okay. All right. So you will see on you are able to see on your screen. Hello. Are you able to see on your screen?
Yes, sir, we are able to see.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So when you start off, this will be blank actually, right? So you click on New Activity. Okay. So you will get these choices. You want a multiple choice, you want a word cloud, or you want a Q&A, ranking. So these are all different types of activities which you can do on your own. Then what you do is here you type out the question, right? Right. Then you type out the choices. So three choices. Then you want to add more option, you can add more option, right? You can add more option. Then you save, right? When you saved, your this one has appeared here, okay? Then you click on this. Okay, so your question and 4 choices are there. Then you go to activate. When you activate, then this one becomes active, and people who key in this URL POLF, they can see this on their mobile, and they can choose ABCD. When they choose any one of these ABCD, then it will show here. Try any ABCD, anything you try. Okay. Try different choices. No, I want more number of people to try. Okay. All right. So as the administrator, I can clear the responses. I can lock it. Means if I lock it, then nobody else will be able to answer anymore. All right. Then when I go back, I can also edit it. If I want to change the answer, so I can edit it, and I can add option. I can say that this is the right option. Okay. So if I say this is the right option and save it, and the 4 options which I have got, right? 4 answers. I want to show which is the correct answer. So this is the correct answer. All right. So this is how it works. Got it, guys? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, sir, got it,
Did
sir.
you
Thank you very much.
hyperlink this with the website? I mean, how did you put this in the presentation?
Okay. When you go to insert, right?
Okay, through add-ins, it automatically comes
get
in.
you my add-in and
Right.
go here, and it will
Sure.
automatically. But before that, what you need to do is you have to have the cursor on one of the slides. Have a
Okay.
blank slide, then you go to insert, then you go to my add-in, then Paulette, and it
Right.
gets inserted here, right? So
Yes.
that's how it works.
So this is an
Right.
inbuilt feature, right, sir?
Can you come again?
This is an inbuilt feature. We don't need to link anything outside from outside.
No,
This is
you
a-
don't have to do anything.
Yes.
You just have to either go to insert and get add-in, or when you have done the add-in, it will actually appear in your my add-ins. So you next time you don't have to go to get add-in. You have to go only to my add-in.
All right, sir.
And when you do it for the first time, you have to basically register with your email ID and password. That's how it is.
All right.
But if you want the break time, that is the countdown timer, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to register or do anything. It just works. Countdown timer here. See, this is the countdown timer I use, right? Yeah. So I have given a say 1 minute countdown. So it just starts. Okay. So say for example, it's a longest training session, and you want to give a 10-minute break to people. Then you just put the timer on, and that's it, so that people know when to come back to their seats. All right.
Right, sir.
Yeah, these are some of the fun ways of keeping people engaged on an online platform, right? And also, it gives something for the people to do when they're not just passively watching you, but they are doing something on their own. I mean, it can happen like the poll everywhere. If there you have audience, like yesterday we had a webinar, ISTD, we had a webinar. So people had joined in from say Thailand, or there were people from different cities of India, and you can engage them through this. I mean, no matter where they are in the world, they can be engaged through Poly everywhere or Mentimeter. They have something to do. So it's an activity. All right. So are you people joining into the Friday talks which we have? Every Friday we have. Anybody?
Sir, we are
Right.
aware of it, but somehow we are not able to join. But I mean, every time I think this time I will not miss it out. Some of the other things comes up.
I did join in
But actually, it's
yesterday.
working that day. So, even sometimes even if I wish, but because of other trainings, because you
Okay.
are the instructor, you really can't move out of your training. So that's the problem. Yeah.
Okay. Some days try and join, because the people who are we invite to give the talk, they are actually doyens in their field. Like yesterday we had Mr. What is his name?
Dwarkanath.
Dwarkanath.
Mr.
Mr. Dwarkanath. Dwarkanath. Next Friday we have Mr. S.Y. Siddiqui coming in, and then Mr. Dr. Johari Lal will be on 14th. And last week we had Dr. What was his name? Forget. So he is actually one of the father figures of Indian management. So TV Rao comes sometimes, Dr. TV
Session
Rao.
on, sir, HRD impact on China.
Yeah. So I would strongly suggest these will be very, very beneficial. And there was a panel discussion earlier on digitization of HR and digitization of learning. So these are all nice topics, and the people who actually come for these, they are big names in their field. So I would recommend that you people join in. And those who are interested in an e-certificate, we are also giving away e-certificates for participation. Not that everyone would be interested, but those who are students, they actually get excited getting an e-certificate. Like Amity, last week we had around 24 students from Amity, and they were very happy to get the e-certificate. Yesterday we broke a record. We had 100 people who had participated. All right. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, these are the topics on which, if you use demonstration, it's very useful. An effective demonstration follows three steps in the learning cycle: the stimulus step, the assimilative step, and the application step. Stimulus step happens when prior to the demonstration you have the lecture, and basically priming the participants for the demonstration which is going to happen. So getting them excited, like going to if you are a new medical student, you would actually get excited to go into the lab and look at the inside of a real human being, right? So it's the first is the stimulus step. Second is the assimilative step, where the demonstration happens. You observe, and sometimes you are also allowed to touch the demonstration object and manipulate it yourself. Like in chemistry lab, you actually do it. You take some salts and mix them and put it in a beaker or a test tube, put it on a burner, and your salt is ready, right? So that will go a long way in understanding the subject than just reading a equation on your book. So that's the assimilative step. And finally, the application step. Application step is actually doing it. And those who want to be to want to make a career in chemistry, they actually use it when they grow up and they complete their studies. They actually use whatever they have learned in their work field. Okay. Just give me a minute.
Sir, if it is an issue, I can also share the PPT from the last time. You have already shared it in the Google
I
Classroom.
know, I know, I know.
Yeah.
But there are other things now which I have to.
Yeah.
It's not only the last one. Hang on. Just bear with me. Is it on your screen, guys? Are you able to see?
The PPT we can see, sir.
PPT?
Yes, sir.
PPT, you can see.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, okay, good. Okay. All right. So the two kinds of demonstrations are the method demonstration and the result demonstration. So this we had discussed last time. Like when you are learning how to drive, the your instructor would actually give you a method demonstration as to how to start the car. Like you sit in the car and adjust your seat, adjust your rear view mirror, the side mirror, and then see that it is in neutral. Then you press your left leg on the on the clutch. Then you engage no, first you have to switch on the ignition, then press your left leg on the clutch, then you engage the gear, then right leg on the accelerator, then gradually you release your left foot from the clutch and increase the accelerator. So that's the method and how the this one moves. And what is result demonstration? Once you are comfortable with driving the car, how to park. So that would be a result demonstration. The instructor would actually demonstrate to you how to park the car, back up and pack the car. Then he will move out of the vehicle. Then he'll observe you as to how you are actually parking the car from outside, and that's the result which he would be interested in. So these are the two kinds of demonstrations. Then what are the values of the demonstration? It appeals to the senses. It's realistic. It saves time. It's easier to demonstrate how to change an electric bulb rather than giving a half an hour lecture on how to change an electric bulb. And also it sets the performance standard, teacher who just picks any problem from the maths book and solves it on the blackboard. He or she actually sets a performance standard that it can be done, and he challenges the students to do it themselves, and the students also see that it's happening and it is possible, and that's how they gain the confidence, and they are inspired to do it themselves. What are the uses of the demonstration method? It clarifies the material. When you see something being done, then you are convinced that yes, it can be done, and you would be more willing to do it. And it supplements other methods. It's not a standalone method of training. Like demonstration is always in addition to, like, it follows a lecture discussion, and a lecture discussion follows a demonstration also, the debriefing part. So it supplements other methods. How to give a demonstration? There are 6 steps: introduce the relation, have a preview, the actual demonstration. Of course, you have to be careful about the safety standards. Like when you go to the chemistry lab, you have to wear an apron, you have to wear a goggles. And then the critic is when the facilitator watches the person actually do it, say in a chemistry lab. Then the critic is basically to tell the student as to what has gone wrong, or whether it is right way of doing it. So that's the critic. Then summarize. It gets all the 5 steps together, and a discussion takes place. That's the debriefing part. Okay, the advantages of demonstration method are it's basically lab instruction, whether it is on the blackboard or in the lab itself, or demonstration room in the medical college. It's like lab instruction. Like it's a real thing which is happening. It's understood easily, and if somebody has a doubt as to whether it can actually happen, like a small child may have doubt as to whether he or she will be able to float on the water. Is it possible for the human body to float on the water? But when he or she sees that yes, the swimming instructor actually is floating and swimming, then the doubt is gone. It's basically practical application of the knowledge, whatever you have learned, and observation and inference that you draw from a demonstration. It goes a long way in telling you what to learn, and the learning sticks. It also helps in using a apparatus, whether it is a fire extinguisher or a Xerox machine. You actually use that apparatus and learn by using rather than just reading about it from a user manual. Then experiments requiring special skill, say for example, how to handle a plane, right? So the demonstration will actually tell you what all special skills you require in handling an aeroplane, or even driving a car on the street. So these require special skills. No amount of demonstration or group discussion or case study can teach you this better than a demonstration. All right. What are the disadvantages? Disadvantages are that your facilitator must be a good demonstrator. Like he or she has to follow all those 6 steps and have good communication skills. If that is not there, then the whole demonstration will go for a toss. Then demonstration method is restricted to only certain kinds of teaching situations, like those which require say manipulation or operation. But if there are some other topics, say if you want to teach philosophy, now philosophy cannot be demonstrated, right? So you have to necessarily use some other method, lecture method or lecture discussion method or group discussion method or case study. So it only permits certain learnings to take place through demonstration. Third is it is expensive. Like creating a lab itself is expensive. Like there are smaller towns where you don't find science colleges because they don't have enough fund to create a lab, right? So they would have only commerce. The colleges will offer only commerce or arts. So it is expensive. So that's third disadvantage. Fourth is there's a large amount of preliminary preparation which is required. Preparation for the lecture, preparation for the lab, preparation for the debriefing session which may happen. So if you are short of time, then the demonstration method may not work. Sometimes there is dishonesty on the part of the learner also. Like in the I had given an example of a chemistry lab where the students will bribe the chemistry lab as attendant to tell them what which salts are being used for this experiment, and so sometimes there is dishonesty. Guys, please, when you're not speaking, please mute yourself. All right. So we had talked about the electronic training, and it's basically training on any electronic platform. Like today, what we are doing is electronic training, right? It's we are using our laptop, we are using our mobile phones to do the learning part. And sometimes you do it on your own when you have enrolled for a MOOC, massive online open courses. You are doing it on your own, that too on your laptop, and you are going into the web to learn stuff, right? Or your organization may have e-learning courses, so you subscribe to those e-learning courses and learn it yourself. So any electronic platform, the training happening on any electronic platform is electronic training. So what are the different types of electronic training? There are 5 approaches to electronic training, basically, like for doing a drill and the practice, something which you want to learn. Learning can happen on the tutorial mode, on simulation mode, like there are simulators for, say, an aeroplane, or simulator for driving. So on the simulation mode, on the discovery mode, like what we did when we started off this session was learning on the discovery mode. Suppose like what we did was we asked you to like choose one of the options, and then the correct answer comes, and the facilitator explains why the other options are not correct, right? So that's learning on the discovery mode. And gaming mode, in fact, the Poly was part gaming, like you are playing a quiz, and you are being active, and wherever you are, whether you are in Pune or Mumbai, or you are able to answer, and your answer is actually coming up on the screen, right, as you answer. So it's a gaming mode. All right. So
Excuse me, sir. Can you
yeah,
just repeat what is drill and practice mode?
drill and practice mode is basically if you have learned something and you want to practice it online, whether it is through.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. That's how the drill and practice is basically practicing what you have learned, so that till you get perfect in that. That's drill and practice. Okay, phases of the teaching method is there's a planning phase, there is a development or delivery of the content phase as to what content you would want. This is basically for the developers of electronic training. And finally, the consultants phase. So this is for the trainers, not for the learners. This is for the trainers. So planning, development, and consultation phase is where you actually try out with a sample or a sample class, or you take it for a field trial, and once it is you think it is valid, then you put it out for people to use it. All right. So what are the advantages? Advantages are immediate feedback. When you take the electronic training mode, the feedback is immediate. Students are obliged to participate actively unless you actively participate in the training process. Sometimes when we talk about programmed instruction, which is actually instructions in sequences, that there could be, say, 5 or 6 modules. Unless you have cleared one module, you cannot move on to the second module. So you have to necessarily participate actively in the learning process. Computers, if you have given wrong answers, computer will not shout back at you. It will actually wait patiently for you to answer, and it doesn't get annoyed, and so that's a safe atmosphere for the learner to learn. There are graphic facilities. So like they say, picture is worth 1,000 words. So graphics, graphics as well as the video, it makes a load of difference in the learning field. There can be interactive graphics also. You can manipulate yourself. There are like in Byju's, there are interactive graphics, so children learn faster by manipulating those graphics. It also blends itself to mathematical calculation. Large volume of data can be handled, and it also is a novel technique. So there's something new which people, which attracts especially the young people. So the electronic medium is much more attractive to the younger lot. What are the disadvantages? A programmer cannot cater to every possible response. So sometimes what happens is those who have used, say, Google Map, sometimes you would actually land up in a blind alley because your Google Map actually took you there. So what is Google Map? It's basically a program, right? So the programmer cannot. It may not be up to date, and the programmer may not be able to visualize all the situations. So sometimes there is error. A few students do get intimidated by technical gadgets. So for them, especially if you are older age and you have never handled the gadgets and technology, then it may be intimidating. Sometimes it becomes boring because you are doing it on your own. You are on your own. So you do not interact, not even with an instructor. You are just interacting with the computer, so it becomes boring. And fourth, you may not have a goal, mm, uh, in some electronic training medium, you learn stuff because you are interested. So there may not be some tests at the end of it, or you won't actually know what you are gaining out of it, apart from uh, kind of satisfying your hunger for knowledge. So the goal also plays a big role in the electronic learning process. All right. So this is what we had done last week. What we'll do is mm, we will actually play a game, the business game. Mm, so anybody who has played a business game before? Anybody who has, have you heard of a business game called Chanakya, which IMAN used to do? This year, I think because of pandemic, they are not doing it, but they have been doing it for quite a few years. In fact, it started when I was young. So you can imagine maybe 10, 15 years back. All right. So Chanakya is a business game where people actually they form teams, and a business situation is given to them, and each team is actually a company, and they have to take decisions, and whatever decision they take, uh, so the outcome is dependent on the decisions of each of the teams who are participating. If there's say 100 teams all across India, then the outcome of each round will depend on what these 100 teams have taken decision, and the situation in the industry would change based on that decision. And for the next period, you have to take further decision to offset what you have lost and all that, right? So if you are gaining, then you would like to take similar decisions. If you are losing, then you have to change your decisions. So this is how the game is played. So are you ready to play the game, guys? Online right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. It's fun.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So I want 4 volunteers who would actually come on screen. You have to put on your video and come on screen and play the game while others are watching, and then we will have a discussion. All right. Okay, guys. 4 people, please come on screen. Armin Khan, would you like to come on screen and play? Sumen, and whosoever. I'm not forcing anybody. I just require 4 people. 4 volunteers. Don't be shy.
Sir,
It's fun.
Chandrakant
It's
here.
going to be fun. Huh? Sorry?
Chandrakant Joshi here, sir.
Chandrakant. Yeah, Chandrakant. Very good, Chandrakant.
Priyanka.
Let me pin you. Yeah. Chandrakant is pinned. Yeah. Who? Priyanka is there?
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Hang on. Yeah. Just a moment. Priyanka, let me pin you also. Okay. All right. Who else? I want 2 more people to come on screen. Somin, what about you?
I'm on the
Aram?
screen, sir.
Huh?
So many screens on.
Somin is on screen. Okay. Somin is on screen. Okay. I'm pinning you. So 3. One more. Amreen, what about you? Sonal? Swarnima?
Yes, sir.
Sonal. Very good. Okay, Sonal. All right. Okay. So we have 4 players. Okay. Everybody is able to see them? Yes or no? Guys,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
you're able to see them. All right.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay. So Chandrakant is, Chandrakant, do you have a piece of paper with you? Write a big A on that paper and hold it up for everyone to see. Very good. Okay. So Chandrakant is A. Priyanka, you are B. Take a piece of paper and hold it up for everybody to see. Okay, B. Good. Soumendra, you are C. You have a piece of paper, Soumendra. And Sonal, you just write D and hold it up. You can't see. Okay, all right. Okay. So Chandrakant A, Priyanka B, Somen C, and Sonal D. All right. Now, guys, all 4 of you, just listen carefully. You see what is there on your screen. You are 4 teams, right? So, although you are 4 companies actually, uh, with the same group, say Tata Group, okay? So, so you are 4 companies with the same group. Now you have to take decision. You have to make choices, and your choices will actually be like whatever choices you make. It's all interlinked. Like if you have to choose either T or H, right? Head or tail, right? So if each one of you choose T, then each one of you will lose 1 lakh rupees for your company. If there are 3 T's and 1 H, then the T wins 1 lakh each and H loses 3 lakhs. If there are 2 T's, then and 2 H, the T's win 2 lakhs and H lose 2 lakh. If there is 1 T and 3 H, T wins 3 lakhs, H lose 1 lakh. And if there are 4 H, all win 1 lakh each. Right? Clear? So you have to choose either T or H. And there is no way you can consult each other. You have to give your own choice. And how will you give me the choice? You will be sending the choice to my WhatsApp number, which is 8860 All right? Is the answer, the instructions clear?
Can you just repeat your WhatsApp number, sir?
8860. It's on the screen. 8860 Just give me a minute. I'll also get me a piece of paper and pen.
Sumen,
Yeah, tell
Sumil,
me. Yeah.
could you please repeat the instruction, because for a moment my connection was unstable, so I could not hear the instructions properly. So could you please repeat it? What did he say?
You have to give them remarks, T or H.
Okay, either T or H. All right. All right, let's start. Okay, first round.
Sir, just one sec. You said your number 8860549234.
549234.
I am unable to see.
549.
Sir, just repeat the instruction once again. We have some confusion. Priyanka also wanted to know the instruction.
Just a moment. Let me just
Because there was
bring. Let me just bring on the slide onto the.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. So the instruction is that you have to make a choice between H or T. Depending on the choices that you make, you'll have to WhatsApp me your choice, whether it is H or T, and you will be playing this on different rounds, like round one, round two. So depending on your choice, you will either lose 1 lakh or if there are three people, if there are four people who each one of you has chosen T, then each one of you will lose 1 lakh. If there are three T's and one H, then the person who the people who have chosen T will win 1 lakh, and the person who has chosen H will lose 3 lakhs. If there are two T's and two H, then each T will win 2 lakhs and each H will lose 2 lakhs. If there is one T and three H, then each T will win, the T will win 3 lakhs and H will lose 1 lakh. If each one of you has chosen H, then each one gains 1 lakh. So basically you have to maximize. Go ahead. Go ahead and round one starts. Send me your, and give me your names also, guys. Otherwise, I won't know.
So I'm unable to see you on WhatsApp. I'll message you by giving my name, the answers.
You are not able to see me by.
Yes, I've been trying. My network is very much there.
Okay. So I've got messages from everyone.
Oh.
Okay, try again. Just write your team name, whether it is A, B, C, D,
Yeah.
and then write either H or T. That's it. Start again. Give your team name and
Sonal,
H or T.
should I send you a sir's number WhatsApp?
Yep. I'm sorry. Come again.
Sonal, should I send you the number of sir, Ajay sir?
8860549234. Team A, what's your choice? You have to give team name and the choice, guys.
Sir, I have messaged you on your WhatsApp.
You have just written team A. That's it.
Yes, sir, I have written it.
Team A, then the choice, whether it is H or T. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. I'm yet to get the answer from team D. Sonal, are you there?
Yes, sir, very much there, but somehow I am.
Okay. SMS me. SMS.
I'll SMS you. That would be, I think, better.
Right. Okay.
So there's no. I mean, I just have to put in my this answer without.
D, then
Okay.
either H or T. That's it.
So without any question, I need to put in H or T.
That's
Is
right.
it?
That's right.
Okay.
Just give your team name and write H or T. That's it.
I've sent.
Okay. No, but your team name is not A, no? Your team
No.
name is D.
I said D. Team
Achha,
D.
okay.
Followed by the
Okay.
answer.
All right. So B. Just give me a minute. Actually, this needs to be done with two people. So I'm just trying it out. Okay. B gains 3 lakhs and A minus 1 lakh minus 1 lakh and minus 1 lakh. Okay. All right. So I had 3H and 1T. Okay. The next. So in this round, you just write round 2, matlab R2, then your team name, and then your choice. Say R2 A H. That way. Okay. Round 2. Go ahead.
Shit.
Okay. So in round 2, D wins 3 lakhs and everybody else loses 1 lakh. Okay. Okay. Round 3. So you just write. Okay. What we'll do is round 3, we will allow you people to talk to each other. So Chandrakant, how do you talk to each other? Do you have each other's number? No. Chandrakant, what's your number?
7666, sir.
Hang on. 7
666
666
84
84
1919.
1919.
Sorry to interrupt, sir, but we can chat personally on the same screen in case they don't want to.
Yeah. On the okay. So but then all 4 of you cannot chat, right? Together? Can you? Can you discuss?
It
Not
would be
possible.
fun, I
Okay.
guess.
So this is Chandrakant. Other people. Priyanka, what's your number?
7618
7618
250
250
784.
784. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. Somen?
9953
9953
8910
8910
85.
85. Okay.
Sonal here.
Yeah.
777
Yeah.
187
187
4047.
4047. Okay. All right. So this is Chandrakant, this is Priyanka, this is Soman, and this is Sonal. All right. Okay. So next 1 minute, you just talk. Can you talk on your WhatsApp video or something? WhatsApp call.
Yeah.
All 4 of you can call and discuss your choices together.
Okay.
Okay.
So who's going to make a call? Chandrakant, are you going to make a call or shall I make a? So who's going to make
Yes,
a
yeah, someone can make it.
Okay.
Yeah, please call.
When you are discussing, other people can hear, so don't mute yourselves. But other people should not interfere in the discussion. Just listen. Okay. Are you guys doing it?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Somendra, are you initiating the call?
No, I have not saved the numbers.
Actually, Priyanka is calling to everyone.
Okay.
You're not calling?
I thought Somen was calling his head. Okay, let me call.
Okay,
Yes.
Priyanka.
Give me a minute.
Numbers are on your screen.
Yeah, Priyanka.
Let me add a picture also.
Yeah, hello.
Okay. So now who is left? Who is left? Who is not connected? So many things.
Somendra, please connect me.
So I have connected to whom? So please tell me your names because I have saved it ISTD, so I need to find it.
Somendra, please call me Somendra.
I'm asking who all are there on the call. Your names, please. Okay? If you have his number, you may, any one of you may call him. You may add him on the call if you have his number. If somebody has Somesh's number, then you may also add him on the call because I'm not getting his number. That's why.
Are you people finding it difficult to connect?
Yeah, I'm not getting you.
So what you can do is you please confirm your number so that I can add you right away.
9953.
Just a minute. 1 second.
May I give you a call directly?
No, we'll add it.
Priyanka, may I give you a call from my WhatsApp number?
You can.
Yeah, I am giving you.
Sure.
Everybody else, please mute yourselves.
So now let me add.
Hello.
Yes. I think all of us are connected now.
Okay. All right, discuss.
We have four. If we all give 4P as the answer, we'll lose 1 lakh each.
Yeah. If everyone gives H, everyone gives 1 lakh. There is only T. Lots of noise.
So what we can do
Everybody should give. Everybody should off H. Everybody should off H.
Okay.
Sir, will you show the
You mute yourself. All four of you mute yourself.
Will you show last PPT?
All of
All right. Are you people discussing? Go ahead and discuss. The four of you can unmute yourselves.
Yeah, actually, if we all choose, all four of us, if we choose H, we gain 1 lakh. And the other options, if two of the members are choosing T and two are choosing H, then two will win and two will lose.
I think that is, I think the option two is better because in that case, if two people are choosing T and two are choosing H, so everybody would be getting 2 lakhs. Wherein if all of us are choosing, one H, then we will be getting just 1 lakh. So what do you think? Like in this case, if we two people, two of us will choose, let's say me, then two of you can choose H or vice versa. So I think in that way, both of, both the all four of us would win a profit size.
Can't understand. Can you just repeat? It's echoing a lot.
Okay, you people just discuss among yourself. I'll give you another 30 minutes, 30 seconds. Then we come onto the screen and.
That if two of us, me and you choose T, and these two gentlemen would choose H, then all of four of us would get 2 lakhs each. Yes, is it so?
No. If we choose two of us choose T and they two choose H, then we will win 2 lakhs, but they will lose 2 lakhs.
Okay, so what we can do is, in that case, the last option is better.
Everyone go with the one H.
No.
Which? So we have very less time to decide which alphabet we should
H, because if we choose T, then we all will lose 1 lakh. So we need to choose H. So we all will 1 lakh.
Okay. Okay, go ahead. So stop this conversation and
Yeah,
send me your choices. Again, it will be R3, round 3. R3, your team name A, B, C, D, and followed by H or T. That's it. No more discussion. Okay, I got. All right, round 4. Write R4, win as much as you can. Round 4, R4, A, B, C, D, and your choice. Go ahead.
R4 and our choice.
No speaking. You have to just give your choices. Just give me a minute. Surprise? All right. Okay. Round 5. Quick. Just write R5, then your team name, and then your choice. All right. So you're getting hang of it, right? So now everybody else joins in. Okay. So unmute yourself and let's discuss what exactly has happened. Yeah. So guys, first the four of you, what did you discuss and how did you arrive at this? And C, that is Somendra.
Yes, sir.
After discussion, after the third round, why did you go on to give a different this one? Somendra first.
Yeah. I was in a opinion that this round everybody is going to have edge. So if I have to win, then I have to opt the T because I was already losing in first two rounds.
Right. Okay.
So that's why I thought everybody is going to choose H. Then last I thought everybody will going for the T. So I thought I should go for H.
Okay. All right. Okay. Chandrakant, Priyanka, and Sonal. Okay. So what did you feel when after discussion somebody let you down? What was your feeling?
Sir, actually, I was constant from that means round 1. I keep only one option. Similar options been kept from round 1. Sir.
Okay. No. I said, what is your feeling when somebody did not go by what you have discussed and agreed? So what was your feeling?
No, I think when we discussed, everyone was agreed to go with the that mean on the same edge for everyone going to win 1 lakh rupees. So
no, round four, somebody did not do it.
Okay.
Yeah, round 4.
Priyanka, what was your feeling?
Sir,
Did you feel let down? Did you feel let down?
Sir, it was not let down, but I thought that once we decided that it is going to be a mutual benefit for all of us, then I believe that puts a question on the trustworthiness of that person. So I believe that in future, if given a chance, probably I may not consider him as trustworthy as I was thinking for making this decision. So I believe like once you committed, once you know that it is not going for in the favor of or in the it is not going to benefit any one of us, rather it was going to benefit all of us, right? Wherein at one point me and Sonal probably were having three, she was having 3 and I was having 2 lakhs, so we could have this option wherein we could be very selfish in this case, the way one of our teammates does. So herein it puts a question on the trustworthiness or integrity as per my view on the other person. So I believe that this is what I felt.
All right, Sonal.
So for me, in the last round, I understood the whole game. It was about four companies who were
under the same group. I had told you that they are under the same group.
Yes, so I understood that the in the last question, I understood the strategy and how he played smart and like
All right.
Sir,
Okay.
his strategy I could
give me
understand in
1
the
minute.
last question.
Actually, from the beginning, I was playing to get
No,
just
no,
to
so
have
man,
the
nobody's
whole.
pointing finger. I mean, this is how happens. I mean, in
Yeah,
fact,
yeah.
I have made my participants play this time and time again. Somebody or other will just try to gain as much as he can, rather
Because
than
ultimately it's
the
a
team.
game. Ultimately it's a game. It's all about
No,
winning.
but the game, if you see right on the top, it says win as much as the team can, right? So it's for all four of you, not individually. And I had started this discussion saying that all four of you are companies from the same group, Tata Group, right?
Not
Which
from other.
means you have to see to it that the group wins rather than individual company winning, right? Okay. Yeah, Somen, you were saying something.
See, first two attempt I wanted to go as that only.
Okay.
So I opted for the edge. Everybody will choose the edge. But you can see the first round B, second round D, they are choosing the T. So we were losing. Third round we had a consensus.
Right.
But in round fourth, I have to gain a lead. Even in a team, you have to be the leader. Even in a team, you have to be a leader. You have to be the leader. You have to win. That's why I know okay, everybody will go for H.
Right,
So I should go for T.
Okay.
That's it.
Leader has to have the trustworthiness into the team members. If as a leader I do not have faith on my leader, certainly I would not follow him next time. So I think that is a learning for me.
Yeah. So this is how business games are played, right? And it's a, I mean, no matter how many lectures you listen to, how many group discussions you do, how many case studies you do, if if you are talking about trust, if you are talking about decision making, if you are talking about faith in your teammates, right? So this is something which actually teaches you that, right? So like no other method can, right? Okay, thank you guys. So I hope everybody enjoyed.
Thank you,
And
sir.
Sir,
yeah,
what is the name of this game and how we can
I'll share the PPTs with you, right?
Yes, sir.
So everything is there on the, it's called win as much as you can, win as much as the team can, right? So I'll share this with you. Maybe you can play with your colleagues and your friends. It's
No,
fun.
but
It's
at
a lot
the
of fun.
end, what is the takeaway? Do we need to stick as for the maximum profit of the group, or we should think on individual
individual?
company?
You tell me. You tell me.
Definitely, as a group, I would.
Naturally,
Yeah.
because that's what the game is about. Like
Yeah.
win as much as the team can, but in real circumstances, basically everybody, like Somendra said, that even if we are part of the same group, I would like to lead that the four of the companies. So everybody, somebody or other would actually behave in a different manner. All right.
Yeah. Thank you
Okay.
so much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining in. I hope you enjoyed today's session.
Very much.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.